talk. We want to hear from Lester and Leslie. Let's talk. We're on a journey, come along with me. Let's talk. We're bringing a new perspective. Let's talk. Let's talk with Lester and Leslie.
Hey, Leslie.
Hey, Jay. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Lester.
Yes. Yeah. I'll answer the both from you.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty great.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, no?
Well, just been a little low on energy lately.
Low on energy. What have you been doing? Where have you been expelling your energy at that's got you low? Is it work?
Well, it's a little complicated. I think maybe it's because of like seasonal depression or the fact that like there's less sunlight during this season. And I've been pretty much like around this time I get into hibernation mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I don't like the cold. I don't do very well with the cold, and it seems like the older I get, the less tolerable or less tolerance I have for it.
Yeah.
So
And we've had all this snow recently.
Yeah.
I saw an article that said that we have now accumulated more snow in these few weeks than we had all season last year or something like that.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it was like 7 inches.
7, and then we had snow earlier today. And then I think like on Sunday there was like 2 inches. We had that big storm that weekend, 2 weekends ago when I was down in Detroit. Yeah. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It is crazy. And then to see people's statuses online talking about some folks of a certain age, the cold affecting their bones.
Oh,
I have not experienced that, and I hope to not have to experience that, but that might be a part of the aging journey. I think if I got to a point where the cold was affecting my physical health or just compromised me physically in any way, at that point I probably look to move down to Texas. You remember I said when I was living down there that especially San Antonio was a great retirement place, and I keep that thought in the back of my mind. So I survived there almost a year. No problem. I might end up going back in another 5-10 years. We'll see. Because I'm not going to go somewhere or be living somewhere where I'm in pain when the weather changes. So I don't want to move. So Lord, just keep me in good health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll try.
So you're saying your energy gets expelled by the weather is one thing, and
not
the
expelled,
season,
more like depleted. Or I'm just feeling low on that, just physically, because less sunlight and it's cold.
Do you take vitamin D?
I should.
We were before we press play on this record, I love to tell folks like what how we pregame sometimes. We were talking about some of my exploits at MLK down in Atlanta, though if I'm not going to go into detail here, but we have a time. We have a time. So, and then I'm getting ready for a concert this Sunday, the Luther Vandross concert. And, we were talking about that as well. And Luther, is described as having velvet voice, and his material also matches the voice velvety. So when I think of velvet, I think sexy, good, fun times. So
agreed.
It's a sexy, good, fun time this week.
I'm excited.
Yeah. But
that must have taken a lot of time to put that all together.
Well, I will tell you that
you had to curate the show.
And I'm still kind of thinking about little things. Like I said, I purchased a toy that's going to really enhance the show. I can't wait for you guys to see this new toy I bought at Guitar Center. But I had this concert on my mind before I even did the Al Green one. I did the Al Green right away though, because I wanted to honor my mom and my mom's family through presentation the only way I know how. So that was the purpose of that. So it was so crazy. Just a side note, when I sit back and think about like my life and just different things, I always have found myself going towards like a backup plan or whatever the second plan is. Like I'll have a thought about something. Like for instance, Walter was a backup. I applied for, what was it, Fenwick?
Okay.
I wanted to go to Fenwick initially, and because I forgot, I think they had like admission testing or something that I may have not gone through, but because of how late the registration was with Walter, was traditionally later than the other schools around. That was like the only, and then I found out most of the folks that I went to grammar school with were going to Walter too. So I was just like, okay, let's try out Walter. So that was like a backup. And Columbia was a backup because I wanted to go to DePaul for theater initially. And I missed the admission. Yeah, I missed the admission date. So, and then just like Walter, Columbia had a later registration time. So fell into Columbia. The same situation here. This show is the first one I wanted to do. And for some reason, I put it on the back burner to do the Al Green, but now really excited to be diving into something that is a little bit more personal to me versus honoring at the core someone else. So really interesting. But back to this conversation about energy.
Yeah, personal energy, actually.
Yeah, I'm drinking the energy drink right now, by the way, but go ahead.
Oh, what's in your energy drink?
This is a strawberry dragon fruit refresher from Dunkin' Donuts, much like the refreshers at Starbucks, which I think are a little bit better, but they're Kool-Aid tasting drinks that have caffeine in it.
So those refreshers have caffeine in those? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm
like
interesting.
Tea.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Both for Starbucks and the Dunkin' Donut version, they're caffeinated.
Oh, good to know. I know that one of Panera was like extremely full of caffeine. I remember having one of those drinks and I'm just like, whoa, this is a lot.
Yeah.
For some water or drink.
Yes. I'm a bit bigger than you though, so
it threw me back.
Yeah. I wish caffeine had that effect on me, but anyways, personal energy.
Yeah. Okay. So where I was coming from with this was because of the fact that my physical energy is like depletes around this time of year. Sometimes my like mental energy depletes with it.
Yeah.
And like around this time is really crucial to do what I can in order to maintain, because like that, I feel that would trip me up into seasonal depression. You like full on seasonal, because like obviously we don't have sunlight and that makes me like go,
Okay.
And then it's also like being cold all the time. And like I don't really go out. Unless I have to, and I hate it. And it's just like the physical energy depletion and then the mental energy depletion that ends up chasing it. And if those two end up falling together and intermixing, then it's like full on depression, and then I'll just eat my feelings.
What does depression look like for you?
For me, well, I'm about to call myself out right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Got
tea time.
Oh boy. Okay. So for me, it's like I don't want to do anything. I don't have the motivation to do anything that I actually like doing. Sometimes I have spells like today. I started drawing some pictures and finishing some set pieces that I was working on for the show I want to do.
Okay.
And like I'm getting some type of energy right now because one way that I have figured out on how to increase my like physical energy around this time is to drink more water.
I see there's an ongoing theme in our conversations that you mentioned is drinking water.
It's very important.
and it has multiple purposes, I think, right?
Yes. Honestly, it gives energy. It's like it flushes you out. It flushes me out.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me like new, like it perks me up like a plant.
Oh, nice.
That's how it treats me, and it's very restorative.
Mm-hmm.
And people always want to give supplements top priority over like their wellness. I'm like, the best thing you could do for yourself is to drink water. Like straight up plain, boring, stupid, dumb water.
Well, you can spice it up a little bit. Remember a couple episodes ago, I talked about getting fresh fruit.
Yeah,
and
like however you get it in is however you get it in.
Throwing it in there and infusing
but like
it.
the important part is to just drink it.
Yeah. Get it in by any means necessary,
just get it
for
in.
Sure.
Just get it in however you get it in. But like that is very important. It's very important to how my health is.
Mm-hmm.
So before, like depression would look like, well, shit. It looks so. My chores get a little half-assed.
You might say I'm depressed when you walked in there because when you came in, just another piece of transparency.
Well, I'm not going to project onto you. Because that just makes me like, oh, well, they're normal, and maybe I'm doing some normal shit. Like, I don't have to.
Period. So there's normally a cadence that we follow where Laz texts me before she gets here when she runs by like Dunkin' Donuts so we can get a little caffeine boost. We talked about that one of the old episodes. And I didn't get that text today, and she just showed up like on time. And I was just like, I thought I had a little bit. I was on Facebook, just kind of chilling out. I'm like, I'll wait till I get the text to start like doing some sprucing up and setting up the computer and stuff. And then all of a sudden, ding dong, I was like, oh shit. Look, on the way to getting the bail, I was hurrying up and just trying to grab stuff and throw it away. This is a true bachelor pad here. Anyways.
Yeah.
So back to the energy. So depression looks like messiness. It looks like not doing anything.
I swear it looks more like neglect and me giving more time to things that don't need my time.
Like social media.
Yeah.
I've heard you gripe about social a lot.
And you know what was funny?
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying that you were looking for the text for me to come through, right?
Well, the I'm at Dunkin' Donuts where you want text. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. That requires me to have my phone in the hand.
Okay.
And I guess I was making really good time to get here on time. And I guess the common factor is I didn't have my phone in my hand. Because I was like, I can have this. And then I'll be in there and scrolling. And then I'll see a notification. And I'm like, well, let me see this real quick. And then that turns into something else. And then...
My God.
Yeah.
So you're saying the phone is an energy puller.
It's
or
a
energy
freaking
stealer.
Vampire, like a succubus, I would say. But yeah, because and obviously it's not like, maybe it's not the phone itself, but it's the media that's consumed. So over consuming.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Oh, all kinds of crazy shit. Like the flat earth thing. Illuminati stuff, if it's still popular again.
Yeah.
It's just like fun, just weird stuff and honestly, a lot of it has to do with like politics and how the White House freaking website looks like a MySpace.
My God. My God. I haven't been to the website recently because these news outlets do a good job of, I guess, screenshotting things. I don't want to. I don't want to consume stuff that brings me down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and if it's in front of me, I have to catch myself like, okay, this isn't adding any value and you're starting to feel away. Cut this off. Cut the shit off. Who gives, I mean, you care about what's going on with Trump and all of that, but then it's like,
do you? Because everything sounds like an Onion article or Onion headline.
Yeah, and I'm sick of that shit too. Like
it was an Onion headline.
Radical, like them adding all this extra shit to the news just to radicalize it and gain your attention.
Oh.
I am over it.
There was an Onion article that says, "We report the real news."
The only way that you will catch that joke is if you know, you know, because the Onion one, if you know, you know, we're not going to get into all that, but the Onion's so funny. I've seen some funny articles out of the Onion.
I remember I was getting it in college, like the actual paper.
Okay.
Remember?
Oh.
Yeah.
My God.
I have the actual like printed Onion articles.
They used to print on paper. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were all over campus. We're in the same neighborhood.
And you know what? Maybe because it wasn't a huge interest of mine, I didn't know this, but I know you were a journalism major.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like, well, I want to say what I consider my personal energy.
Mm-hmm.
That came out of nowhere. That wasn't graceful at all. I'm just
there was grace. We're talking about energy right now.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay. Anyways, I'm just gonna go. So yeah, that's just been the whole theme these past like 4 months. It's just been like, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Or just don't.
Just do it or just don't. Yeah.
Right. Just do it or just don't. So what I would consider my personal energy is pretty much how I use my time to do things that give me life.
Okay.
So
so pouring into your creativity, I imagine, gives you life.
It does. However, if I expend the energy that I have on things that deplete that too much, then it's hard for me to get back to find the joy where I can fill my cup again.
Yeah.
And like this is around the time of the year where that happens a lot.
Jesus.
Yeah. And it doesn't help because leading into this season was a season of grief. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And
life changes.
Yes. And then
losing loved ones.
And now I'm going into another season because my dad died in January.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, what's that going to look like? This is going to be the first Christmas without him.
Yeah.
And the last year we spent Christmas with them.
Yeah.
The last time I saw him, actually, was for Christmas last year. Which this whole thing is just fucking weird.
Wasn't last Christmas the one where they did the surprise thing for you? Well, or was that 2 Christmases ago?
No, for my 40th birthday.
Oh, that was 40th?
Yeah, okay, because we were all there planning my dad's funeral.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
My timeline. Look, that's what happens when you get older is like times just kind of jumble and that's embarrassing. Okay.
Well, these things happen like really close in sequence, like weeks in between, maybe like 2 weeks. So the last time I saw my dad was December 30th.
Mm-hmm.
And then he passed away. And so like shortly after, like 5-6 days after that, 5 days after that. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other episode, I guess. So the last time I saw him was like December 30th. Then he passes away. 2 weeks after that, like we're planning, after that, instead of planning for his surprise birthday party, we're planning for his funeral.
Right.
And so that was like 2 weeks after that. And then a few days, like I think, like maybe a day or two after the funeral, that's when my family had a surprise birthday party for me because my birthday was like, oh my God, my birthday 5 days after my dad's funeral. Oh, Jesus.
This is what I wanted to offer, though. The reason why I asked that is because what I find, and it's kind of corresponding to what you mentioned, because you and I are the same there. Like, pouring into creativity is what gives me joy. I'm assured of that 100%.
Yeah.
And I feel like when traumatic events happen like that, folks will try to, I don't know, remedy the trauma with something
Other
just
things.
as like some sort of positive. I feel like that's what that was, that whole surprise. Like when I saw it on the footage and everything,
Our CTV.
yeah, that was my immediate
AKA
thought. I
Snapchat.
thought, yeah, that was my immediate thought. Like, wow, this is so dope, because it's such a tragic time, and they're trying to not necessarily replace it, but just
Find some
almost like
joy.
balance it out
Yeah.
so that it's not so heavy and negative. With, we've never done this thing for you, let's do it, right?
Yeah, it was a
They've never
milestone
done
birthday too.
a surprise birthday for you.
No, I've never.
A lot of people don't get that, like a surprise.
You know what's crazy? I had 2 of those. That would be the second one that I had.
Oh,
That's
well, look
crazy.
at you.
I know. No wonder I don't
Miss
win the lottery.
Popular.
Yeah. I love my people.
Nobody's ever done that for me.
Aww.
Yeah. It's all good though.
Mm-hmm.
No harm, no foul. But I'm just saying, that's not, I say it to say that's not like a light thing. So that's really dope that I thought that then, and I think that now. And that's why I kind of brought that up, because the whole concept of trying to replenish your energy, that's something that's on my mind too. I'm glad we're talking about this, and I've been discussing with my therapist, like trying to tap back into the joy that I had in creating original music. And we've had conversations about this where I get commissioned randomly all the time to write and or perform over a track and get paid for it. So it feels very much like work sometimes. So it's not necessarily the same as like creating something from scratch, because you are kind of being instructed, like, hey, I want a song about this. I want you to sing it this way, even with this last piece, which I thought was really actually cool. I know you didn't like it. Leslie, being commissioned to this producer, actually wrote a song and had AI come up with the vocal, I guess, arrangement for the song, but he didn't want an AI voice on it. He wanted a real voice, so he.
I slippery slope with that. Slippery slope.
Can you imagine, like, what we're hearing now is AI replacing everything, but this guy commissioned me to replace AI, which was
organic
pretty cool.
vocals are always like, anyway.
Yeah. So that's a topic that is front of mind too, because seasonal depression is definitely a thing. But the funny thing is, in my 20s, wintertime was the best time for me to create and write, because just what you mentioned, being in the house, I would, especially when I was living at home with my parents, I'd lock myself in my room, have my headphones in, listen to beats, and be writing music and writing original music, and would be up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning just writing, getting inspiration. Those were lighter times, though. That was before bills. That was before all of those things. But now I'm kind of in a mindset where it's like, I know what I want to do. I know what the end should feel like. And I just have to kind of force myself to engage in it, just get the ball rolling. It's like that with working out too. Like, just get to the gym. Once you get there, you'll go off, but you just got to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's how you work to, preserve or try to replenish that energy. What's your thoughts?
No, that's totally real, because once my, energy has been depleted with other things or by other things.
By other things, yeah.
It's hard for me to start. It's hard for me to get going.
It's the start.
Yeah, it's just the start.
It's that start that.
And then it's like to keep going at a consistent enough pace where it feels unnatural to not do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that requires like several consistent reps.
Right.
You know?
Just like we're working out.
Just like with working out. If I quit too long, then it's going to take me that much longer to get back into it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with like writing jokes and getting into like playwriting and stuff like that. And like, I enjoy this. I love telling stories and I have so many notes for so many kinds of story ideas, storylines, joke ideas and whatever, but I can't string anything together.
Yeah. I'm going to need you, not aside from getting back to the comedic stage, I'm going to definitely need you to get into your writing bag because here's a couple things that you promised me I'm still waiting on.
Oh, what?
You promised to have some of my original music in like as a background score for works of yours. And I'm still waiting on that. Also, since I have dipped my toe back last year into theater slightly, I would love to engage in it more. So I'm looking for a role and I want my friend to write it. It doesn't even have to be a big role. It could just be a few lines.
Oh, God, okay. So you'll be proud of me.
Bag.
You'll be proud of me. Okay. I'm going to show you after we're done with this. So today I was inspired to do something because I have a very supportive partner.
Yes.
And I ended up finishing some set pieces today.
Okay.
For the show I was going to write that would have your background vocals in it. Yeah. In fact, yeah.
A stage show or?
No, it's a show that I'm writing that's like a comedy thing with like, think along the lines of South Park. It's OG days.
I love South Park.
But socks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes.
That's a hardcore socks.
So was your start for that digging into the set design of it first?
Yeah, just to see
before you got into the story of it?
No, I have the stories written.
Oh, okay.
It's just, yeah, I have a couple episodes written. I actually have the song, like the lyrics for the song. I just didn't lay out any of the music.
Okay.
I have this, like, I'm remembering the song in my head right now. So, so I have at least like 3 episodes together.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to design the set and for filming.
Is this like a cartoon?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like just imagine like something like Sesame Street.
Oh, okay. So like costumes, animated, but with animated in reality, not like CGI.
Yeah, it's not people, I should say, and it's not a cartoon.
Okay. It's animals?
Sock puppets.
Sock puppets. That I heard you say sock.
Yeah.
Sock puppets.
Lots of hardcore socks.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds very interesting. I, for some reason, hear dirty jokes. Anyways.
Oh, yeah. It's not for children. It's for me.
Amen. It's for grown-ups.
Yeah, for me.
I say grown-ups because I imagine you want to put that work out there once it's created.
Here's the thing, though. I had to reframe my thinking because I can't create for everybody else's enjoyment because that's what makes me get into a freeze is because I'm like, oh, well, they're not going to like this because this person might not like this or this group of people might not like that.
Yeah.
None of the stuff that I'm writing about has that type of brevity where someone would be offended.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I write really universally.
Sure.
But I usually write universally. But it's just having those like ideas when I'm like, okay, I'm going to put it out there for the people kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, for me, it's putting the cart before the horse. So I have to create it first.
And it has to come from an authentic place.
Yes.
For you.
That always gives me so much anxiety when it comes down to,
thinking about how it's going to land.
Yeah. Or how I'm going to produce it or put it out there or how to share it. I'm like, look, I need to make
Just
the
get it
product
out.
first.
Yeah.
I need to make something first.
Mm-hmm.
And when I reverse to thinking about that, because I think it's funny, and as long as I'm doing it for me because I think it's funny, then I can just get it out there. And then I can make the tweaks later.
Yes, that's
if
right.
I need to, because sometimes I do laugh at horrible shit. And
I think we all do.
because like the shows that oh my God, I got into this really one crazy Canadian show called Kevin Spencer.
Uh-huh.
It is so crude, and but every now and then I find myself really laughing.
Was that on Netflix?
No, it's on Tubi.
Tubi. Oh my! I've got to dive into Tubi. Like,
yeah, there's so much good stuff on there.
There are the guy who did my 40th photo shoot. He's got original movies that's going to be out on Tubi, and there's so many other folks who have their original work out on Tubi. I really need to dive into a little bit more.
Yeah, it gives me hope.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, that's one of the advantages of where we're at in time right now compared to where we were at, like in high school, where it's so crazy to think about.
We were
that.
very limited. We
have autonomy over our art in a way that we didn't back then, where we have to go through so many different mediums. Now, I don't think these kids realize the freedom that the way things are set up now, what that gives.
Because what would we get published on like public access broadcasting? If that, like on channel like 4.
Yeah. Remember I did the Glory Train in high school. Like, that would probably be the extent of just something local, something intimate. Now you can put that shit on YouTube.
Right. You can whatever you want.
Yeah.
Put it on your Facebook.
Put it on Facebook. You can stream it now on these different avenues. It's just a different time. So I'm with what you mentioned in terms of like how you create the art, that sounds to me like it's creeping in an area of like boundaries that you have established around your art.
Well, here's the thing. It's not so much boundaries. It's more like a reframe on how I think on how to make something. So before it was, because like a lot of times people are hopeful and they see potential in me saying, oh yeah, you can put this out there. Like everybody would love to have this. This would be like a Tony winner piece, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And that puts an unnecessary pressure on me because I'm thinking about,
I need to make a Tony Award winning piece.
Yes.
It's got to be perfect.
Yeah, just like perfect. Just like that. And so, like,
you caught the joke.
Yeah. I smell. I catch things. I was an outfielder.
Yes. Yes.
So, like, put that type of thinking pretty much puts a damper on me. The creative process. Instead of just me focused on creating, I'm focusing on the outcome of something that's not even real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not so much boundaries as a reframe. Now, when it comes to boundaries on how to protect my energy when I have it, that looks more like me saying no a lot.
It's funny how no and boundaries are always kind of like in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not that I'm saying no to be offensive. I'm saying no to like, look, I'm not right.
Right.
I do not need to be in any kind of setting other than in my home, the most expensive subscription I have in my life. I need to be there and sort some things out. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I don't have the energy to be social. And when I like say, I have to schedule weekends called my DDS weekends, which are called Don't Do Shit weekends.
Yes.
Where I do not plan any obligation that I have to any other person. Like that is the time that I spend designated for me.
Okay.
And it could be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It can be whatever. But there has to be, when I know that I am like quadruple dookie booked
Yeah.
for like all the rehearsals,
Yeah.
side gigs,
Mhm.
work, other projects,
Mhm.
things like that. I have to go parent teacher conferences that I totally just
My
spaced
God.
on this quarter. Stuff like that. Like,
Sorry, Peanut.
yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Like, seriously, because like there's a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things on top of things that I have to keep up with.
Yeah.
And I'm overwhelmed. And for me to not block out some time that I have for myself to just like, okay, the one thing I can not be is social.
Mm.
So that block of time, I think that's like a boundary for me as well. It's like I need whenever I have so much going on
Mm-hmm.
and I have to look ahead into my calendar. I'm okay, what do I not have anything going on like at all already?
Mm-hmm.
And so I will block off that time in my calendar to not do anything. DDS, don't do shit.
This is my DDS weekend.
Yeah, it is. It is. Nobody else has to know that. And see,
Yeah.
that's another thing too. When people are just like, "Oh, do you have any free time?" Well, my
I'm
free
blocked this
time
weekend.
right, exactly. I have to honor that time for me
Mm-hmm.
because I know.
I should start doing that.
Yes, you should, because you need to be able to protect your energy to continue to do the things that you want to do that fills your cup.
Well, I just kind of currently I'm not as organized. I just kind of check out. Like when I need to check out, I check out, and it's almost kind of involuntary. Like it just kind of happens. I get calls. I got call back. I won't answer them. I'll text if it's an emergency, but I won't. I won't answer the phone. It could be a weekend, I guess a DDS weekend, and I'm just in here smoking and
watching your shows.
Yeah,
or just
might have a little company, but at the core of it, it is just my alone time, and I think
it's
just
your
like
time, that how you spend with it to get yourself back.
Right, that's right.
To get yourself ready to be out in the public and to present the best you can.
Yeah, because even going out is energy depleted too,
because
especially in this weather, but just in general, just being around people in social settings and not really knowing. Even when it's with friends, like you don't know where people's heads are at. Like it's a task for some of us just to go out socially.
Yes. I remember, like I said before, there was a time where it took me so long to leave the house. Like getting ready was like a part-time job.
Right. Trying to make sure you look perfect.
Make sure that I am the image of that I want other people to see. Not whatever I'm comfortable in, do whatever the hell I have to do that I got to go out the house for. Which is, what I am right now. And I love it because I don't have to look like crazy, but that's because I choose to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The one rule I do continue to follow is don't leave the house with dirty drawers. That'll forever stick with me for the rest of my life.
Who'd you get that from?
My mama.
Come on, mama.
You don't ever want to be caught with dirty drawers.
Yeah. And you know what's so terrible? I don't think at least I can't remember retaining anything like that, but I feel like that's a lesson that I've just learned. You gave some tea earlier. I'll get some tea now. When I associate that lesson with having like hookup prospects, like you want to make sure that you're prepared.
Well, then you go out intentionally like that. You know what I'm saying?
Not
I'm talking
really.
about just going to the grocery. Wait.
Not really. Like if I'm for instance, like say, oh, I'm gonna be on this side of town or going out of town to ditch, just whatever little things like that. It's just like, oh, you never know, something might happen. You want to be prepared. So being clean for that is terrible. So let's move on.
Okay.
So you bet your boundaries when it comes to what that looks like saying no. And we talked about how you refill your cups. I'm curious to know, what does preserving and protecting your personal energy has as it coincides with like people?
Yo. So obviously there's all kinds of friends that we have.
Uh-oh.
And there's some that we still hang out with because, well, I'm trying to like do some reflection here. I'm like, do I hang out with anybody who I don't want to hang out with at this point in my life?
I feel like you don't.
I don't. Like,
maybe
not right
when
now.
we were in our
No.
20s.
Yes, that's
when
the
we
thing.
had more energy to dispel, like we had more, what do you call that? The word I'm looking for, like expendable energy. Like you can have expendable income. Like I've got extra to give away without depleting myself.
For me, it was just being emotionally unintelligent. Because there was a lot of things. Well, yeah, I did have when we were younger, we did have expendable energy.
We
like
did.
A lot. Like we were out until like 6 a.m. on some days. And
when
like,
I was reading your agenda and I looked at that particular part about the certain people, that's what I instantly thought about. Like when I think about like the people who are no longer in my life, part of the reason why they're no longer in my life is because I am older now and I don't have that energy, expendable energy to give to you anymore at this point in my life like I did back in my 20s. You're not going to be an energy vulture for me like you were in my 20s. So like the fact that we don't talk right now works for both of us. Believe me.
There you go. And I know that when we get older, we just don't have time for that because we really don't have time.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What?
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. If y'all have not saw the Brandy Monica concert, I would implore you, because Brandy puts that in her set. Yeah, because when, what's her name, record that, it was with Brandy. What's her name? Jackie.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah.
I feel like an idiot.
Me too.
But I know.
But they know Jackie Washington.
Okay.
Or the character Jackie Washington. What's her real name? Anyways, go ahead when we talk about people. I'm going to Google it while you're talking. People.
So, yeah, like you had said, when like the older we get, the less time and like we start to value our time actually more when we get older. Because, I mean, honestly, we're understanding that that's not guaranteed. And
that's right.
We need to spend our time the best way possible. Like our values and priorities change. I know mine did. Because before, when I was in my 20s, I wasn't caring. Like I wasn't understanding that doing like all these over-the-counter like diet pills and running without training.
Hydroxycut.
Yeah. Oh, that's yes.
Yeah.
All that stuff, like the caffeine pills and the trim spa baby, flat tummy tea.
And Nicole's with. By the way, Jennifer Lewis is who we were talking about.
Jennifer Lewis. Oh my God.
Ain't nobody got time for that. But go ahead.
Yeah. Oh,
sorry.
I love Jennifer Lewis. I want to write a play with her, Samuel Jackson.
I can see
Lawrence Fishburne. And
those are heavy hitters.
Yeah, well, because like wasn't Jennifer Lewis and Lawrence Fishburne in like Blackish?
I don't know about Blackish, but I immediately thought about What's Love Got to Do with it, the Tina Turner story, because Jennifer Lewis was Tina's mom, and then Lawrence Fishburne was Ike.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then I want Samuel J in there. Yeah. Jennifer Lewis, Samuel J. Oh, and well, anyway, I'm reinvigorated because, you know, I've had someone ignite some, you know, speak positively in me, and you know, I'm actually finishing some things.
Yes.
So like let's bring it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So because we understand that our time is more valuable now, because honestly, we have probably just the amount of same years that we have ahead of us as there are behind us.
My God.
things like that come into perspective. We're seeing people pass away. We're seeing a lot of things that are changing.
Life changes.
Lots of it. Saying people who are my age are grandparents.
Yeah.
That's freaky to me. I'm like,
Very
are
much
we
so.
that now? So we are. Yeah, right. It's crazy. So now that we are understanding and valuing our time, there are certain people who we know who will honor and value it also.
Right.
And those are the ones who we keep around.
Who we invest time in.
Right.
And the ones that do not refill our cups, essentially.
They just take and take.
Those are the ones that we don't
talk to them anymore.
That's right. That's right. But you did mention, one of the things I just heard you mention that I agree with and align with is a lot of times you get reinvigorated and your cup gets filled based off the energy that people pour into you.
Yes.
Like even so we had a rehearsal these past 2 days, and man, aside from the fact that I work with some really incredible musicians, I was almost inspired to sit there in rehearsal and write music. 2 of the musicians that I utilize in my band are producers, and after rehearsal, I'm like, hey, as soon as the show is over, we need to book some time to finish these songs we've been talking about. It's just being in the environment or having someone pour into you positivity towards the stuff you want to do that's how we get our cups refilled.
Oh, that collaborative energy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That gives me life. I love a good juicy collab.
Yeah.
You know, like whenever, because I'm like, you and me, this is a collaboration.
That's right.
Me and Jimmy.
Collaborative diary.
That's a collaboration. Like me and anyone else who I end up working with. Me and Violet Surprise Theater. That's a big collaboration between us and like ensemble theater members and whatnot. I love that so much when we actually talk about art and we're telling stories, showing it through the art, taking it to a level where we can ask questions and bring that to some type of common relativity to just open up our brains a little bit when we have an open dialogue about a common thing that gives us all joy.
Yeah.
That fills my cup too.
Yeah.
So I totally get it. Like,
that's right. So important when you're talking about like getting your cup refilled is a lot of time that comes from outside sources that you trust in that, whatever that medium is. So yeah, absolutely. So essential to getting that cup refilled.
It is. And not only that, like now we are putting ourselves in spaces of people with like minds, like same goals, same trajectory in life. You know, like before, I think, you know, when we were in our 20s, we were friends for superficial reasons.
Yeah, I could definitely say, and you know what, actually,
like,
I would
we just
like
went
to
to class
expound.
Together.
Yeah, I'll expound on that. I would almost say almost like remedial, like very simple, like, oh, you like orange drink? I like orange drink too. Let's be friends.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Not at all.
Because that is the stage that we were in. We all have stages. Part of, I want to make sure I was intentional in saying that the difference between us in our big 40s versus 20s is that we did have that energy to expel. So we could connect on remedial points and build something significant at that time together, including a relationship, but it just doesn't serve us now the way it did then because we don't have that to give anymore.
No, I don't have the energy to make new friends. I really don't.
I mean, well, we've talked about that. I think we do. I think we have the capacity. It's just they have to meet us in a space that serves us.
Yes,
we don't have the energy now to just be giving it away to randoms for
just
remedial.
To find someone.
Yeah, like, and this. I don't know about you. It was never about like trying to find someone. It's just, you know, community and connection is important at any stage of life. And I just think, like I said, when we're younger, we have immature thoughts. we're not as advanced. So connecting on little remedial things, I don't think there's anything wrong with that at the time. I wouldn't do it now.
Well, I don't think
It'll
that
be a problem now for sure.
you is the worst.
You like Jameson? I love Jameson. Cheers. Jameson's disgusting.
Well,
for me, I'm just talking from my vantage point.
but yeah, like it's a big turn off to see. Okay, so where I was trying to go with this was that, so when we were at the beginning, like we were first learning how to make friends and first learning how to interact with people. And I feel that for me, I didn't have the emotional intelligence at that time to look for something more substantial. It was more about quantity as opposed to quality. Yeah. Because like Facebook, it all started it all. Like, oh wow, I had like 300 people on my Facebook. There is no way that I know 300 people to keep up with in my daily life.
Yeah.
It was just a collection of people at that time. Like, oh, you have a Facebook? Oh, I have a Facebook. Let me find you on there. And just adding people, on there. And I'm looking at my Facebook. I'm just like, there is no way that I know all the. I go in there and half of them are like blanked out anyway. So,
okay.
But like either way, it's like I feel that now when I look for or when I consider somebody to be worthy of that energy or to be like a friend or to have some type of bond with, it would be on a deeper level where we know how to communicate with each other. We can talk about serious things that might have been kind of gross back or unheard of or unthoughtable like when we were in our 20s. Because I'm not going to talk to somebody who's my age. Well, at that time. Well, now, okay, I can give a good example. So now we talk about like poops and, like how much fiber you get in your diet, and, like microplastics,
take your fiber pills,
things like that, and if I ask someone that in my 20s, they're like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, what
are you talking about fiber?
Like, what, why are you talking about shit? Like, why are you doing, like, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be, and honestly, I don't know if that's like that for the next, like the younger generation, because, we are the elders of the millennials.
Yes.
So, I mean, like things might change as far as like how they communicate or what they find, whatever. But for us back then, that was weird. That would have been weird. That would have been weird. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was just like, hey, have you tried that fiber supplement?
Right. That would instantly put you in the old category. Yes. Just like, oh, you wear Depends or, they're talking about just health stuff in general. It's like not a concern when you're young.
Unless health
it
has something
health is wasted on the young. Anyways, go ahead.
Sure. unless it was something about like losing weight.
Right.
You don't want to hear it.
Because we had a lot of fads, like you mentioned, the Hydroxycut, the trim spine, flat tummy tea, which I still have some of that in my cupboard.
Are you serious?
I do. I use it as a diuretic though. Like if I feel constipated, because it, just like coffee now, it moves. And see, this is an example of conversations that we have when you're older now.
Anyways. You said don't drink that poison.
Only sometimes if you're feeling a little constipated.
You got
too many fiber pills.
Eat fruit and cheese. That'll run you right through.
Yeah. My God, especially the cheese if you're like me where you're low-key lactose intolerant. Anyway.
Yeah, that's totally that's a joke. I do not recommend because the toots, when you combine fruit and cheese,
yes.
It is, my eyes were burning.
What?
Yeah, it was bad. I was eating grapes and brie.
Well, I mean, that's your standard kind of like charcuterie spread, right?
I know,
Fruits
but
and cheese.
Yes, I was strictly eating grapes and brie, thinking I had a little fancy old time.
A charcuterie spread.
Sure, but I was only eating grapes and brie.
Oh, okay. That was like the whole meal.
Yeah, that was it. So,
yeah,
because that's all I
that'll send you
wanted.
to the bathroom.
Well, it didn't quite send me to the bathroom,
Mhm.
but it did light up my office and my bedroom
My God.
and wherever I was that had a closed door.
Do you have the air wicks and stuff?
No, that's toxic.
Is
I just open a window. Like,
I've
usually
got
I
air
do
wicks
it
in
before.
here.
Huh?
I have air wicks in here.
Well, I'm not going to be tooting after a whole plate of grapes and brie. I'm not going to come into your house and like, hey, you got your air wicks? I just had a whole like charcuterie board.
I just like my place to smell nice. I didn't know.
No, it's nice, but like you're
a little bit more all natural.
I'm different. Yeah. Even though I do love my Bath and Body Works candles. I love those things.
And potpourri. Do potpourri.
Not that I don't use it. I use spray. I don't use any spray.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, see these conversations right now.
These are grown people conversations.
Exactly. And it's just like now I only talk to people who can talk to me about stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you can complain about something that's legit, it has to be either knees,
right,
taxes,
right, that's right,
or your poops, and that is
health or finance.
Yeah, health, finance, and health and finance pretty much is the things. Yeah, but yeah, and or other obligations that you did not ask for. Like, oh my gosh. You know, the things that I have to worry about now as a homeowner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to plan for disaster, and that makes me like crazy as hell. Yeah. Like, I am neurotic as hell. But
I'm scared to even buy property until I feel like super secure.
Just save your money. Just save all your coins so that you can save for your savings and then save for
And by the time I finish saving, I'll be able to buy a house at what, 63?
Yeah.
Yay! New homeowner.
Maybe.
Anyways.
But we'll see. But yeah, either way, like, I have hope for you. This issue is that we're only friends with or spend our energy with people who understand our energy. And that's one way of preserving it.
Yeah.
And obviously when there's somebody who is, I don't want to say like in the room, but if we're like in a social situation and there is somebody there who is talking to you who just has nothing for you.
Mm-hmm. You've got nothing for them.
Well, yeah, I exactly. Like, because I don't want to discourage like being social.
Right.
But for me at this point of my life, in knowing more of how I am and how I am my best self, is understanding that spending too much time around the wrong people or the people who just don't...
What you call them? Energy vampires?
Yeah, energy vampires. And usually sometimes it's not intentional. It is just how they are and how I am. And oil and water are good and they can be good together, but they're not going to mix. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, if you're not going to go anywhere, if there's not going to be anything that serves a purpose for that relationship, then you just let that just be what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You keep them at an arm's length without being rude.
That's right.
And that's another part of being emotionally intelligent, is to understand how people are and to not think that their quirks or their ways about them is a personal attack on you. Yeah, I had to be able to read that too, or learn how to do that, because I would expend my energy on people who I would think that are out to get me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
By like worrying or just overthinking those types of situations, instead of being like, okay, well, I understand that they are like this, and nice talking to you, peace out, and just avoid that. there has been some situations where it wasn't that easy, as I've been saying it. But the emotional intelligence part for me is to be able to know when to cut that off.
Yeah.
Or to be able to know that I cannot cut that off because they can't get the hint, then I can remove myself.
You're right.
You know what I'm
Taking
saying?
autonomy back.
Yeah, it's not. And it's just like, you know what? If I'm supposed to be in that room where they are in, I'm going to be in that room. But I'll figure out how to be in that room and exist without them taking away from me.
Right.
Or you know what I'm
Taking any
saying?
energy.
Exactly. And so that's where boundaries come into place too. Is where we understand how people are and, you know, what they do and whatnot. But it's just like knowing to not take their ways personal as a personal attack and to be able to just distance from those types of people that you're just not gonna gel with. You're not gonna get along with everybody.
That's right.
But you can exist with everybody.
Well, I was going to say for me,
there might be some distance that you need, but like I guess like to exist on the planet because there's plenty of space.
It's a lot of space here. And also, I think as you were saying that, I was thinking about what we were talking about before we cut the mics on.
Yeah.
Like when I was telling you about like, that's something that I struggle with is taking things personal. That's something I work on constantly. But for me, out of sight, out of mind, that's what makes it really easy and simple. If you're not in my space and I don't give you in any type of energy, you're out of mind. So it makes it easier to, if I recognize that you're someone who does not fill my cup in any way, or you deplete from my cup, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that also because of that, those lack of, I had no boundaries actually, but because I had no boundaries and very low emotional intelligence back then, like I end up tolerating a lot of behavior that I could have just skipped off and said no to for a very, very, very long time. And especially with those types of people, when I started to like, you know what, no, I don't like this, then they get upset saying, well, you let me do this before kind of thing. And then that just...
You got to be like, yeah, you're probably right. I'm sorry that I allowed that version of me allowed that. But now I am a version with a child, a damn near grown child and a mortgage and bills. I don't have the same energy to give to you that I did back then. Sorry.
Well, yeah, but I would be saying that now. But back then, with those people who I was with then and those friends then that I had who were just
energy
in my
vultures.
life for too long because of the fact that I didn't have those boundaries and whatnot, like I ended up tolerating abuse, tolerating gaslighting, stuff like that. And it just...
And something we both have done, enablement.
Yes, enabling that behavior, enabling bad behavior, like that, just by overlooking it because of we want them in our life, the quantity.
Yeah.
For them to take up that time that I'm not willing to spend with myself. So because I tolerated so much back into like my 20s, it kind of hindered my growth process.
Slowed it down a little bit.
It slowed it down because I feel like where I'm at right now is where I should have been 10 years ago.
My God. In your 30s.
Yeah.
That's pretty deep. I think that's probably true for a lot of us, but now this I don't necessarily have a huge problem with is like when you realize the time, like, oh, I should have did this, I should have did that. I'm not one that likes to try to linger in shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Maybe that's the salesperson in me. I'm just like, okay, how can we fix this now and moving forward? Because it's not like we can go back. I just had this really great conversation with my little brother recently, and we were talking about a topic like that, and I was just like, we're here now. That's what I kept saying. We're here now. And that's kind of how I approach life. It's like you take accountability for mistakes you may have made, but at the end of the day, we can't change anything. We are here now. So this is what's going on right here and now. I may have excused some toxic behavior in you before, but I'm not doing it now. It's not happening now. And you're not going to be able to hold over my head the fact that I did this at one point. We all make mistakes. That's why pencils have erasers. You're not going to hold me to that old person that enabled that toxic behavior now, today. It's not happening.
Right.
So, I mean, along that line, that's a learning that I got, is being able to just kind of move on. What would you say in terms of things that we did that affect us what do you think you've gone through then that has given you a lesson for today?
Well, as far as staying as on topic as on the topic of preserving my energy and my personal energy, well, the importance of boundaries. Absolutely.
Number one, yeah.
The importance of boundaries. Because now I'm understanding that boundaries isn't just policing people as to how they should be, or I don't like it when people like breathe around me kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It goes a little bit deeper than that. It's more like honoring my existence.
That's right.
So if that means I need to set a boundary to make sure that I get something simple like 8 hours of sleep every night. So that means I have to make sure that I'm at home at a certain time to wind down and get those 8 hours of sleep. Now that might mean that I might have to skip a social engagement. I might have to leave early if it's something where I have to be at. But if I'm honoring my existence, then that means that I will put myself as a priority and to make sure that I do the things that will help me and help me grow along the way, like facilitate my growth. Now, getting sleep, that's very like superficial, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like putting boundaries down in place as to what you tolerate or how to be treated. I think boundaries are more like how you treat yourself. And if you don't treat yourself that way, you won't let no one else treat you or mistreat you.
That's right.
So I didn't know how to have people treat me because I kept on mistreating myself.
That's definitely a lesson right there. Do you have bedtime enabled on your phone?
Yeah.
Me too. And I don't know how to, I know how to turn it off when it comes on that day, but I don't even know how I like cut that feature on. It's so crazy. But that's side
mine
note.
is like the do not disturb. That's what it is.
I have a 12:30 bedtime on my phone, and what made me think about it is when you said wind down, because they're the wind 15 minutes before. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, mine is late because I don't need 8 hours of sleep.
Me neither. I'm been, especially lately, I've been just getting good 6 hours. That's solid
enough.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah. 4, I'm raggedy. Like I'm really fried.
Me too.
But it cannot be less than 4 because I will not function.
Yeah.
And it can't be more than 6 because I'll feel like I need 16.
That happens with me. Oh my God. See, that's that shit. Well, I will say that I totally agree with you in terms of like, I feel like having situations dealing with energy vampires and those kind of people who have depleted my energy in the past, and recognizing that has helped me set boundaries as well, to where now I have a better understanding, and I'm still learning, but I have a better understanding now than I did, 10, 15 years ago, of what depletes my energy, what takes away from it, what kind of people do that, and establishing boundaries for that. The journey of discovery is really, it's a motherfucker. I was the other day, like, looking at, there's a friend who I cut off some years ago, and she still reaches out to me. And I was just thinking about like the fact that we don't talk right now and just kind of recollected. Cause like I say, out of sight, out of mind, but they jumped in my inbox, so they were in sight. And I just thought, it's so sad that I can't connect with you now the way we did back then, because I'm in a totally different place in life. And it would appear that you were still in that same old place back then. And I can't afford, I don't need, like, if I wanted to, I don't have the time and things like I did back then to invest in reigniting our relationship, because you're an energy vampire. I'm trying to do things, and you were still at, that 20, 30-year-old space, negating responsibilities and things. And you have more responsibilities and things on your plate than I do, having children and things like that, talking about the person that I ran across the other day. But you still got that crazy mindset. And even if I wanted to, I couldn't connect the way we used to. So,
right, because it's going to impede your growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times when I'm with, or even having a conversation with somebody who just randomly messaged me, I'm understanding, oh, this is why I don't talk to you as much. Because there's no, they sound just like they did when I left them.
Exactly. That's it. That's it.
And like, that just reminds me of like, okay, I am not the same person that I was when I left you. Like, that's where the turning point was. Like, that's where I'm at right now. And it's like, why are they still reaching out to me? Oh, because there's probably some energy in me that they need to get, and I need to protect myself from
That's
that.
right.
Because why are they still in the same space that they're in? And I had to realize that too. I have to realize that, like, where I'm at in my life, it might be like on a different trajectory than they are going.
Not mine. It usually it absolutely is.
Yeah. So yeah, just learning that, like, I'm understanding, like, being in those, it feels like I'm depleted. It impedes my personal growth, and I feel like I'm rotting.
My God.
Like, they call things brain rot for a reason.
Yeah, and people can be brain rot.
Yeah, after a certain time, I have to stop watching Trailer Park Boys. I gotta turn off 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Oh my God. Is that a show?
Yeah.
1,000 Pounds.
It's so exploitative. And Kevin Spencer, and what other like trash TV do I watch? Oh, yeah, it's reality shows.
Yeah,
Like,
and I feel like we've got that's what's those days you said? Do not DDS. Yeah, that is DDS days.
Yeah, that's where I get a pint of Ben & Jerry's and watch the Kardashians. And if that's all I want to do.
Period.
Or that's the time that I reserve to do things that I said I don't have time to do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Look at us with our grown selves.
I know, talking about poops.
Yeah. I think we cover so much in this.
Yeah. But how is your energy level?
How is it now? Or
like, because usually whenever I talk to you, I feel pretty good.
Yeah. All the things that I've learned, like I mentioned, as it puts me in a place where, generally speaking, I'm always in a decent to, if I had to give a grade, I'm usually try to stay around a B, A-. A
B-.
Yeah.
Nice.
And,
3.0 energy.
Yeah. And some of the things that we've talked about offline in company help keep me a B, A- state of mind. Yeah. So I will say, I pray in terms of the future that the boundaries and the things that I'm establishing, whether it's a long time coming or it's right on time. I have the mentality that everything is right on time. Like, nothing is, everything happens when it's supposed to happen. So I just hope for the future that that feeds into the goals that I know I want to accomplish in terms of a long-term partner that feeds me and I feed them energy-wise, and friends that do the same and or continue to do the same, I should say, because the friends that I have now are terrific. I've got friends that fit certain sections of my life and they feed into that, like you do as well. You've got your theater friends and they feed your creativity. I've got musician friends and feed my creativity. Then I've got folks from my church, even though we don't go to that church anymore. And I can't wait till we get into an episode where I can dive into that. But we've kept our connection. So that's like my spiritual group of friends, you know, and then of course I got my day ones, you and a few others I won't say by name, but I've got
your people.
I got my people, and it seems like you do too.
Yeah, I do have my people and I love them.
Yeah.
And I will lead them.
You say lead, L-E-A-D?
L-E-A-D.
Are we getting back into that cult conversation?
Well, yeah, but you know, it's an aspiration, and you know, they'll be happy. They'll be very, very happy.
Okay. Amen. Well, yeah, I think we've covered the lessons. Did you mention your goals? Like, what do you hope to accomplish for the future now, having recognized your personal energy and protecting it and going through your lessons?
Well, I would say my hope is that my energy is used to not only honor my existence, but to honor my existence through my creativity and to use that to its optimum level. That's what I want to use my energy on right now, and less on worry and more on just being able to pour myself out there to touch other people if it's needed, if it's necessary. But I feel like I don't even have to worry about that, because if something comes from me from a genuine space, it will.
Amen.
Yeah. So that's my hope for the future when it comes down to my energy. And I hope that I get to a point where I am extremely secure, because I'm still coming up with boundaries now for my life. And I'm knowing that how those boundaries will change, because I will evolve, and I want to give myself permission to evolve, and I want to use that energy to continue to grow.
Yeah.
And to just be my best self every day, and to have that example for the child I made, you know?
Yes.
So.
Yes. I love
my goals.
All of that. I love all of that. Well, you got anything coming up before we bounce?
No, I can't wait to see your show on Sunday.
Yeah, by the time this gets released, we'll be way past it. But I did hire a videographer, so maybe there'll be some clips out there for you to see. Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, that means I have to actually do my makeup right.
So hopefully those, like I said, this is a project finally that I'm putting myself first in this particular one. These are songs that I love and adore. And I hope, just like with the Al Green project, that it expands, because actually the idea that I have for this project is a long story, but I've had to scale down a bit from what the original idea was, because God placed this opportunity to happen on the 14th of December, which is a little bit earlier than I thought. I thought I wouldn't be premiering this until next year, but I'm doing it now. I just kind of roll with the punches. And that's kind of what we've discussed when I talk about something not being perfect, right? The opportunity came for this to be in a space that I didn't see it at first. So I had to kind of alter the show, but I hope that, just like the Al Green show, I'll be able to expand it so that I can do it fully the way that I saw it, top to bottom in my brain, and let it feed the other areas that I know it's going to feed. You ever watch Hocus Pocus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
When
long time ago. I
the
wasn't
image,
supposed to watch it.
the imagery when I said feed, the things it's supposed to is, you remember when they gave the
Yeah.
potion to the kids and then they sucked that energy
Yeah.
out of them? That's
Yeah.
the
I was
image in
not
my
allowed to
head.
watch that when I was little. And so I guess the next one should be about the church. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you said no projects on your end, right?
Still in rehearsals.
Still in rehearsals. Okay. Do you have a debut date yet or no? For the Violet group?
It will be in March.
Okay, it will be in March.
So
okay. So we'll get more details closer to that.
More to come.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off. This is your hopefully soon to be favorite uncle and auntie.
But we ain't claiming y'all.
Y'all take care. Be blessed.
Preserve your energy. Drink water.
Lots of it. Bye.